Hey, Sel. So, Jan over in our free group, Women Over 50 Get Active and Healthy, asked this question. My biggest challenge is committing to daily exercise. Now, committing to daily exercise can be challenging for anybody, no matter who you are. So, and there are a few reasons, Sel, that I thought that could be deterrents for women. So I thought we might just quickly run over those first. So
Yep.
the one which is prioritizing other people over your needs. You know,
Yes.
that's an obvious. If you've got family or you're helping out with grandkids, or you've got aging parents or you've got an aging partner as such, then you know what their needs are can be more important than what your needs are. And it's that old cup adage, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
fill your own cup first, you know.
First. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, before you start helping other people, because then you'll be able to help them better when you feel better. Um, I think the other one, Stel, is fear of judgment. What do you think of that
Yeah.
one?
Yeah. Definitely.
So have you ever been like self-conscious in, committing to exercise and getting started?
When I first started strength training,
Yeah.
and that was back 14 years ago, and even then, like I went to our local gym, which had the women's only part of the gym, and even
Yes.
walking in there, it's like, well, I don't know how to use anything. Are people
Yeah.
going to laugh at me? Um, will anybody help me? Will I look stupid? Will I be doing it wrong? So yeah, definitely fear of judgment.
Yeah, absolutely. And, then the next thing I thought of is just getting lack of support. But I'm thinking about more specifically, like, the people that you're living with, that
Mm,
family isn't on board with what you're doing. And so they're going to put up obstacles or roadblocks that are going to stop you from committing to that daily
from doing it,
exercise.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I think that comes in hand with nurturing everybody around you. That first point you made.
Yeah.
If that family sees that this is what you want to do, yeah, they can be pulling you back from that. But you've got to take me here, and you've got to do this, and you've got to do that.
Yeah. And speaking from experience with that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of experience with that. The other thing is that we might have like physical limitations as well too. So we have aches and pains or injuries and not feeling great. And so that can definitely be a deterrent. So I personally know, that I haven't been well. And just getting back to it, you've got to allow yourself that time to recover from what you're going through. No
Yes.
doubt about that. But, as I said to you the other day, I went, I just have to start, because if I wait until I'm 100% well, that's going to be a little way down the track. And
Yes.
so therefore, you know, I'm losing strength, I'm losing my fitness, I'm losing my flexibility, all of those things, because I am taking it easy on myself. So I can come to an exercise session, but I can listen to my body and what it's telling me. And, the coach is aware of what's going on. So, they're going to take care of me as I'm
Mm,
doing that training.
mm. And you don't have to, when you do have, aches, pains, injuries, that sort of thing, and you do have a little bit of time off and come back into it, you don't have to come back into it where you finished off.
Oh, absolutely. Good
You
point.
have to come
Mm.
back into it slowly, and it's okay to come back into it slowly.
Yeah, that absolutely true, So that comparison game, is not just about comparing yourself to somebody else. It's about comparing yourself to, who you used to be at 30, as an example. So, what could I do in my 30s compared to my 60s? So, even though I might want to do the same, I have to face the reality of it, that I am getting older, and that's okay.
Mm,
I want to embrace that.
mm,
The other thing that I was thinking about was that perception that it has to take up a lot of time as well too.
mm.
Yeah. And
That was the first question I had in my mind at the beginning was,
mm,
what does that look like? I can't commit to daily exercise. What's in your head? What do you think the time
yeah.
limit on daily exercise?
Yeah, and when the ladies are asking these questions, it's like, oh, there's so many unanswered components to this specific question, that we're sort of like taking it from a generic level when we're answering it, as opposed to being able to really delve into it. So when you're asking these questions, ladies, if you can give us as much context as possible, it means we're going to be able to be more specific in addressing that question for you. So, daily exercise could mean, going out for a half an hour walk, or it could mean going to a 45-minute exercise class, or it could mean, going and doing weights at the gym. It could mean like so many different things. And then what are those roadblocks? What are those obstacles that are stopping you from doing that daily exercise? Is it simply that you don't feel like doing it?
Yeah.
Or is there, something else underlying? Are you getting pulled in different directions? Are you feeling unwell? So many questions. So hopefully some of those things that we've addressed now might answer those, or be joggers to go, oh yeah, that I might fit into this category.
Yeah. And gone are the days of the 1 hour group fitness class at the gym. Yes, there are still group fitness classes at the gym, but you can do 5 minutes, 4 times a day. There's 20 minutes of exercise that you've gotten in between everything else that's happening in your daily life.
Yeah, we have that all or nothing.
Yeah.
So if I can't do whatever it is that I think I need to do, then I'm going to do nothing. So maybe we need to change that and go all or something.
Yeah. It's okay to have an interrupted workout. So, 4 sets of 20 squats, and then go and hang the washing out and run the kids to, sport, and then come back and 4 sets of 20 push-ups, and then go and do the dishes. It's okay to have that interrupted workout.
Yeah. And so, Sel, I thought this second part of it, what we might do is, because you're looking to create some type of daily routine, it's about creating some type of habit or routine for yourself. So I thought what we might do is have a look at what steps you might take in order to build that routine for yourself. And the first thing I'm going to say with that is to get clear on why you're exercising. So many of us just exercise because, oh, tick, it's done.
Because I'm told to.
Yeah, that's exactly right. For whatever reason, the doctor told me to, or I know I need to, so therefore I'm doing it. So it's ticked off my list and I've done it. So, but what happens is, if I'm not clear on why I'm exercising, then it's quite easy to get distracted. So if something else does happen in my life, I'm going to make it a priority over doing that little bit of exercise that I had committed to. So, so why am I doing it? Am I trying to get fitter? Am I trying to get stronger? Am I trying to be more flexible? Is it about longevity? Is it about health? So what is it? And, one of the things that I'm noticing right now that are a real issue for me, or that I'm starting to notice are a little bit of a struggle, because they're the things that will certainly help us get into action, I think. Because if we're noticing that, for example, I'm coming down the stairs and I'm starting to hold the railings and I never used to do that, that's a clear sign that I'm feeling unstable in my body and that I need to do some stability work.
Parking closer to the supermarket door.
Oh yeah, that's another one. Yeah. I just need to run.
I'm starting to feel tired in my body. I can't walk as far.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I know that now, I'm driving around looking for wheelchair spaces for mum, So,
Yeah.
and if I was there without her, or if I can convince her to stay in the car while I run in and do it, I park a lot further away, and then, I walk in, so I get a few more steps and everything, because I know when I'm with her, I am sitting a lot more than what I normally would. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely being aware of it. The next thing is to start with something that's manageable. So if 5 minutes is all you have, you look at your schedule and go, yeah, okay, I can do 5 minutes. Wowza, what could you push out in 5 minutes, Sel?
Yeah.
A lot, right?
Exactly. A lot.
Yeah. So as an example, what you gave us this morning to do in our session,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was, fast run, walk out, push-ups,
Push-ups.
walk back up, gorilla rows, bent over rows,
Single hops.
single leg hops. Yeah, that's right. Single leg deadlifts, crossbody mountain climbers. So, and we just cycled through that for 5 minutes and then took a break.
Yeah.
So if I only
Yeah.
had 5 minutes, look, there in itself is a full body workout, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it incorporated not only your strength, but your endurance and your balance with your squat hops. Your
Yeah.
flexibility, in moving from into different positions between each exercise. So it incorporated everything.
Yeah. So all of the fitness foundations that we need to do were covered off.
Yeah.
So perfect. Absolutely perfect. The other thing that, we're always going to say, find activities that you like doing. Okay. But I'm going to put a caveat on this because.
And I know what it is.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say, for example, we've got lots of ladies who love sports. Okay. They love golf. They love tennis. They love bowls. So they like going and they like doing those things. And that's great. It's physical activity. You're moving. You're also out and you're socializing at the same time. This is a great thing. But what exercises do I need to do? What fitness foundations do I need in order to be able to do that physical activity that I love doing? So if I like to ski, what is it that I need to do in order to be able to be strong to ski? I need strength in my legs. I need good fitness. I need to be able to make sure that my joints move well, because there's a lot of, pressure on those knees. We're going to be bending into those knees as I'm skiing. So I've got to make sure that in order to be able to ski, even to put my ski boots on and to carry those damn skis, across the field and everything like that, all of those things are going to take strength in my body. If I'm reliant on just going skiing to be the activity that I do, I'm not going to be able to enjoy it as much because I'm not doing those foundations for it.
And if you're not doing those foundations for it, when you do get on the ski slopes, you're not as free and comfortable and confident.
No,
because
exactly.
you will be, what if I hurt myself? I'll just take it slow. I won't go up to where I normally go. I'll just go down to a smaller slope, those sort of things.
Yeah. And look, kudos to Paul. We went skiing for the first time in ages because he's been accident prone over the last few years. And what happened is he didn't have grip strength to actually hold poles. So he skied without poles. So he needed a lot of stability in his body in order to be able to, stay upright, which was great, and when he fell over, he didn't have any way of getting himself back up because there were no poles to lean on or anything like that. So it was like, I had to help him get back up, You know, I was ever so grateful when Andrew went skiing past and he'd just pop up and pick him up. So I didn't have to do it. So, but yeah, there's lots to be said for doing activities that you love and enjoy, but think about what are the foundations I need to continue to enjoy doing those activities. And I think the next one, so you say all the time, which is schedule the appointment with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What works best for you?
Yes.
Is it in the morning? Is it in the afternoon? Is it at lunchtime? You know, what is going to work best for you? You know, there are ideal times, obviously, to work out when your body's more responsive, but, you know, it is entirely dependent on the schedule that you have.
Yeah. What's going to work out for you? If you get up in the morning at 5 o'clock and, you know, your first hour and a half is just having a cup of coffee and scrolling through social media in that quiet time, you know, schedule a 20-minute workout at, like, in that quiet time as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What about a workout buddy? Do you think that they're helpful, or do you think they can be a deterrent? Or do you think that's a bit of both?
I think if you do have a workout buddy, you want them to be an accountability buddy as well. So pushing one another, not just getting together for the social aspect and the chitty chat.
Yeah.
Because that can have an impact on your workout, you know. And if you're working out at a gym or if you're working out in the local park, you know, sitting around for, you know, doing a set each on one of the machines and then sitting around for 10 minutes having a chitty chat about, you know, what the kids are doing or what the grandkids are doing, that can have a negative impact. It's such, sorry, I was just going to say, it's such a catch-22, you know, when we're saying any little bit of exercise, you know, even if you grab 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. But if you're going to go to the gym with a workout buddy, as I said, make sure they're an accountability buddy, because then if you go there and you're standing in between sets, chitty-chatting for 10, 15 minutes, look at all the time you've wasted.
Absolutely.
And at the start, you needed some time during your day to commit to that workout.
Yeah.
So you're wanting that workout to be as small as possible or as quick as possible.
And I think that accountability buddy sometimes is better off being a coach, because they're going to tell you the way it is.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Look, I know that when I first started working out and started going to a gym, that I was in my 40s. I was doing circuit training, so strength work. And there were days there where women would be in my ear on this side and on the other side of me. And I would be in my head cell, like thinking, just shut up.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I'm having trouble focusing on what I'm doing. You know, I really had to, like, it took all that I was to zone into myself to be able to block out the noise.
Yeah.
And listen to just the coach, as opposed to these women, you know, talking over the top of me to one another. I'm thinking, you know, well, go stand next to one another instead of putting me in the middle of you.
Yeah, I'm very much music in, and I won't talk to anybody. Don't interrupt me.
Yeah.
I'll wave, say hello, but don't interrupt me, because I'm there for a reason. And when you get, I know for myself, when I get into that mindset, I then get into, if I'm strength training, I get into that strength mindset. I'm strong. Man, I love lifting like this. I wonder if I can lift a little bit heavier. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to set myself a goal for this workout.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think the other thing is, and we're always going to come back to this as well, to track your workouts. Give yourself a gold star on the calendar if you want to, you know.
Yeah.
Done. I've got it done. Yeah, that's right. And I think when you see that star or that tick or whatever it happens to be, you feel good in yourself. You know, you do. Which comes down to, you know, how are you celebrating the fact that you actually did that workout?
And there's lots of different apps that you can download too to track your workouts.
Oh,
My Fitness
totally.
Pal, Trainer Size.
Yeah, heaps.
Yeah, there's lots of different ones that you can download to track your
Yeah.
workout.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I think the final part that I want to finish up with is that understand the setbacks, the obstacles, those things that are stopping you from doing it each and every day, they're going to happen. So what's the plan that you can put in place? So you, number one, identify whether it is something that you can overcome or whether it's something that you need to work with. And just don't beat yourself up about it.
No. Sorry, you froze a little bit then, Peter.
Oh,
But going back to that point where knowing what obstacles are going to come up during the week, 99% of our week we already have planned. Very rarely does something just jump up out of nowhere and go, oh my goodness, what am I going to do?
yeah.
I know for myself, I work on Mondays. I work on Tuesdays. I work on Wednesdays. My daughter has soccer on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
My other daughter works 4 days a week. So we know 99% of how our week is going to go or how our week is planned out.
Yeah, that's right. And I think, Sal, I just want to finish up with practice the art of doing. So just doing something each day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the more you do that one thing, it could be as simple as, one of the things that we've been teaching our PT clients is to how to master push-ups. And we've been doing that with supported push-ups where we use pillows. And so it's like, you could actually literally throw 2 pillows off the bed, jump onto the floor and do a couple of supported push-ups. And you might only get 1 out the first day, but you might get 2 the second, and you might keep increasing. So, even though it's something small, you've started and you're practicing the art of doing.
Yes. Yeah.
Thanks for joining me today, Sol.
Thanks for having me, as always.
You're very welcome. Thanks, ladies, for tuning in. We hope you got something out of it, and we'll see you all soon. Bye for now. Bye, Sal.
Bye. Bye, Del.